Fix the game. Happy anniversary to Diablo Immortal. Today is the 1-year anniversary for this game since it's been out. And overall, personally, I'm very satisfied with the number of changes we've seen. MMO type games in general start very, very slow. And I have to say, I'm personally, again, pleasantly surprised with how much we've seen go into the game and how fast we kind of get reaction times when things aren't ideal. Now, fixes haven't always been perfect, but at least attempts are being made, and balance can often be a delicate thing. Over the course of this year, we've seen class balance adjustments. We actually saw prior to that even buffs to monk in order to bring them up. Might have been a little bit too much. However, we did get them, so it means that something was done again. We have the accursed towers have gone in. We have many clan events being added. We have war bands being adjusted multiple times to try to get them into a spot where the developers and players both are comfortable and enjoy them. Now we have a new class coming, so we have definitely got some development on this game, and we've had a lot of feedback from the community team as well. And what I mean by that is often if something isn't perfect, we do get some insight and a little bit of a write-up, whether it's on Reddit or just a post from Blizzard, and we get some information, which is always nice. I feel as a player, and not even as a content creator, but just as a player, sometimes a lack of information can really be disheartening. Sometimes you just want to know when or why in different situations and so forth. And the communication, especially for a mobile game, in my opinion, has been very good. This game is often compared to PC games, and people typically tend to forget it's actually a mobile game. When people compare it to PC games, they say, oh, it's not that great. But when you think about the other mobile games available, this is, in my opinion, leaps and bounds ahead of anything else that's available there right now as mobile. And that's part of the reason why I enjoy playing this. I'm very much looking forward to many of the changes that are coming as well. However, there's one thing that I would actually like to see in a coming update over the next year, and that is actually no additional content, or at least no additional new content. And why I want that is because I actually think there's a lot of things that desperately need some attention that have been neglected over the last year. Things like Necros going invisible from Wraith form in BGs. This has actually been occurring at this point for the majority of the game. There are certain players that basically abuse this intentionally and have elevated win rates and essentially just ruin games because they're going to abuse this until it is fixed. Now, there's things other than that, and there's actually other classes that can go invisible as well. However, it's less known and less frequent because of the skills that require it and kind of the additional things that you have to have set up in order to make it occur. And I'm not going to go into detail about those just to prevent it from kind of spreading even worse. But I just want to be clear that it's not just Necro that this occurs to. Many classes can go invisible. I can't name how many times I've been knocked through the floor, whether it's in BG or falling down the raft in Rapids or perhaps in the pit. There's just a number of bugs that are just been here for so long that haven't gotten attention. I would just like to see nothing new go in, and some of these get fixed, put some more additional time into fixing things, make the game overall better, and leave new things out of it because we're just going to add additional bugs more likely than not. So, what are also some other things that aren't necessarily just bugs, but just straight crashes? We've seen a rise in the number of crashes, whether it be Battlegrounds or the Vault. Shadows will know what I'm talking about here. Vault on floor 2 or 4 for PC. The worst part about floor 4 is the Immortals can actually zone in while your player is crashed, and then you're at a disadvantage. It just makes all of these things kind of frustrating, especially when these systems and the Shadow versus Immortal system is essentially the point of the game. And you can't even participate in the Vault because you crash all the time when you go in. So, let me know what else you would like to see or other issues that have been plaguing you and things that you think that should have been attended to by now, or perhaps they're recently new and you'd just like to see them attended in general. But as always, thanks for taking the time to watch and have a great day.